Escape from Tarkov has one of the deepest learning curves of any FPS game out there, and that's before you even get into Raid. Tarkov is like if Pro Tools and Microsoft Flight Simulator had an affair in Russia and birthed a hardcore tactical military style extraction FPS. But the menu and UI can actually be somewhat intuitive if you just spend a little bit of time getting the hang of it. This isn't a video on how to get good at Tarkov, it's more of a video on how you can use the tools in the menu to get you in and out of raids faster, so it's less time in the stash and more time actually inside of Tarkov. Okay, so this first tip is essentially how to use the sorting table to speed run cleaning your stash, because it has come to my attention that there are some people who've been playing this game for nearly half a decade, yet their stash still looks like the inside of the Chernobyl reactor. And after watching that, it inspired me to make a YouTube video on how to just get your stash as clean as possible, as fast as possible, so you can just get in and out. Now, I just want to note that spending money on your hideout and on good gear is a good idea, but you should really be buying cases too, because cases mean cleaner stash, which means less time in your stash. So here's just a little list of some of the barter trades you can do on somewhat early levels just to get these cases so that you can keep your stash nice and tidy. Over here, I have just made an absolute muck out of my stash here. It's like a simulated messy stash. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the sorting table in the bottom left here, and we're gonna use shift click to get the items from your stash into the sorting table. Now where the magic happens is this little category highlighter bar here. So we're gonna click on the ammo, and now it's gonna highlight all of the ammo that's scattered around our stash, and we're just gonna click all these, shift click them into our sorting table one by one, and it feels really good. And then now we're gonna put the ammo box inside the sorting table, and then we're just gonna drag those puppies in, and it's also gonna feel really good. Alternatively, what you can do is you can drag your sorting table next to the boxes and then just put those guys in there. Maybe you could do all the categories at once and just put the sorting table in here, but that's the basic idea. This stash took about 5 minutes to clean, and it is just an absolute mess. It's probably never gonna look that bad again, but there's really no excuse to have a messy stash. Okay, this next one is really simple. So for organizing your tasks, you just go into your little taskbar and you can sort it by location. Now why this is important is because every time you go into a map, you should know exactly every single quest you're trying to do. If you sort it by location, you can really easily see all the quests you're trying to do. So try to min-max the amount of progress you can make in one raid. That's just one really helpful tip that most people know, but there you go. You know, vaulting's nice. I like the new recoil. The new map's pretty fun. And there's a ton of other features that have really been awesome in this past wipe. But what really gets me going is the mag stacking presets. So you have a lot of really good ammo in your stash, and you probably don't want to use it because you're just gonna die in the first 5 minutes of the raid anyway and lose it all in one go and feel really bad. But there's a way you can kind of hedge your bets when using good ammo. So underneath the load ammo function, there's the load from preset function, and it's gonna take up this little menu here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that really good ammo that we found in raid and is unobtainable and we really don't want to use, but we're actually gonna use it. We're just gonna use a little bit. So on the top, I'm gonna put 5 bullets of Igolnik. In the middle, I'm gonna put maybe 15 rounds of PP ammo because you can get it, but it's a little expensive, so we're only going to use a little bit. And then on the bottom, we're just going to fill it with PS ammo because hopefully we'll have reloaded by the time we get to this, but if we need to mag dump, we still have that option. So the top part of your mag is the most important, obviously, because that's what you're most likely going to be shooting in the raid. So we're going to use our best ammo, so if you at least hit a few of those first 5 shots, you'll pen the armor and damage it enough that the mid rounds can kind of finish the job, and then the ones at the bottom are just there in case you need to use them. Now I try not to overthink about this too much when I'm in my raid. I'm not like counting my bullets. I just think of it as like a nice little perk that makes people die a little bit quicker. So just play the game like you're using crappy ammo, but be pleasantly surprised when people die a lot quicker. Listen guys, don't save all the good ammo for the end of the wipe. Right now is the best time to be using it, so just use it. Now I have several presets for several different calibers for different meta ammos in my stash on the top of my mag, so If I have a little bit more Egolnik, I'll use the Egolnik. If I have some BP laying around, I'll use the BP preset. And if I have BT laying around, I'll use that. And it's just something that takes a little bit of time to set up, but it's there for the rest of your wipe, and it'll save you a ton of time and get you a lot more kills. So the link search function is for finding out what can be put on or in or even just related to a certain item. And why that's really helpful compared to something like, say, edit preset is it can tell you exactly where you can buy it, how available it is, if your traders stock it, and the exact price for all of them. So we found this Valen raid and we want to use it, but we don't have any mags for it. Now, if you want to check the exact availability of all the different types of mags for it, we're just going to right click it and press link search. We're going to go to gear mods, and under gear mods, we'll find magazines. Now here we have a list of all the magazines for the Val, where you can buy them, if the traders stock them, and how much they cost. We can see that the 10 rounders are good to go. You can buy them off the flea for cheap. You can buy them off the trader for cheap. The 20 rounders, we still don't have them yet, but we can still buy them off the flea for a pretty big premium. It might be worth it. And the 40 rounders cost more than the gun itself. Now we can even take this a step further and disable the option for excluding barter offers, and we might get an existing barter offer from the trader. So here Prapper wants one of these mags for a tech manual, which is less than what the mags are going for on the flea, so that might actually be our best option. This works really good with armor too, because now we actually have modular plates. So you can just pick up some shitty scav armor you found, you can press link search on it, and now here's every single plate you can have for it, and some of them are even level 4. We can take out the level 3 plates, and now using the flea market link search, we can buy level 4 plates for it, and now we have level 4 armor ready to go. Required search is for finding out what certain items can be traded for. So we found this can of Tashanka, and we want to see how much it's worth, and when we check, it's worth more than what a food item usually should be worth. So to find out why this food item is worth so much more than we thought it would be, we can press required search. Now on the top, we have to disable the option for excluding barter offers in order for this function to work. But now we can see that 2 cans of Tashanka trades for 1 pack of BT ammo, and that's why it's worth so much. It's because everybody wants that BT ammo. So now you can either sell this can of Tashanka, or if you really want to get some good ammo, you can buy another one and trade it for the BT. It's good to do this every once in a while, just to kind of get to know what trades are happening in Tarkov right now. All right, this is an easy one. So you can use the tab key in your menu to get back to your character at almost any point in the menu. Now here's where it actually saves you a lot of time. So you just got into Shoreline, and you go to your insurance tab and you realize, oh no, you forgot the markers, but you've already clicked so many little options to get there, and it's going to take so many clicks to get you back. Instead, you can just press tab, it brings you to your character. You can put those little markers in your backpack and then just press tab again, and you're right back in the insurance tab. Over time, and using this a lot, it's just going to save you a lot of time, especially when you're in a group and you're forgetting things and you just want to get back into your party. It's going to save you and your friends a lot of time. This also works in the hideout. This last one I'm pretty sure everybody knows about, but you can favorite your crafts in your hideout. So it's pretty nice.